Hello, this is the Blimey Cow YouTuber, and welcome back to another video. Today, we'll be watching Jordan's Messyges, Ring by Spring. I'll be watching it, commentating on it, and then reading some of the comments thereunder. So without any further ado, let's just get right into this.
Ooh, there's a fuzzle on my shirt. That's weird. Okay. Let's get to the messages. Hi guys, do you think it's weird that in my youth group of around 50 kids, I'm the only girl who listens to metal, as in As Cities Burn, Under Oath, and For Today? And I'm also one of the nerdiest. There's about 2 other girls who even know what Doctor Who is. Is this normal?
I was gonna say it's weird that you're a girl named Chris. But I guess that could be short for, like, Christina or something. Is it weird that you... I don't know if it matters if it's weird or not. Because, like, so, I go back and forth sometimes on whether it matters what other people think about things, or you, or anything. I'm gonna say it doesn't really matter what anyone thinks about anything. It only matters what's objectively true. And, you know, I don't know enough about girls to say if that's normal or not, because I haven't taken polls or surveys about that. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's weird. I feel like that's kind of a, self-conscious, psychoanalytical question, if that makes any sense.
I can't really say if it's normal or not because you basically just wrote me an autobiography. How do you spend your time when you procrastinate? Also, will you marry me? Ring by Spring, right?
What? I hope that's not serious. The answer is no. He's not going to. He's gonna marry, Sarah. But I'm guessing it's not, serious. Guessing she's being ironic.
What does that mean?
Ring by spring, getting married by spring.
Getting engaged.
Yeah,
When you go to college, it's like, I'm gonna get a ring by spring. It's annoying.
You meet the guy in the fall, you get but you're engaged by spring.
Yeah, it's like this weird thing that not just Christian universities, but mostly Christian universities
Okay.
joke about. Girls going and getting their MRS degree. Have you heard of any of these?
Marriage, reception, sanctuary.
Mrs. MRS.
Oh. Mrs. I don't know what's going on.
MRS. Just call it Mrs. Goodness. Did she say girls getting their MRS? That's such a weird way of saying it.
No. I can't marry you. Hi, I am not 12 years old. Are there any good guidelines for appropriate levels of physical contact with members of the opposite sex? My parents are really vague, and my friends just tell me to follow my heart. Is this good advice?
Like, I might need to break out the diagram again. we'll see what Jordan says, and if he fumbles this, I'll have to break out the diagram again.
First off, I would just say that your friends have probably been watching a little too much Disney Channel when they tell you to follow your heart. What does that even mean?
Yeah. Follow your heart is such a stupid thing to say. It doesn't even mean anything. If it does mean anything, it's probably not anything good.
And second off, I would just say, what if your future spouse was in the room, watching your every move? Hey Jordan, on a...
I mean, I guess that's not bad advice. Okay, yeah, it's not bad advice, but it's just not very specific advice, so I think I'm gonna have to break out the diagram. Alright, so, depending on your, age and your, how far along you are in the relationship. Here's guidelines. Mutual crush, side hug, holding hands during prayer, same couch in youth group, dating, full frontal hugs, holding hands for the heck of it as opposed to just during prayer. The girl maybe, question mark, can sit on the guy's lap if they're sitting perpendicular, if that makes any sense, and obviously going on dates, because at that point you're dating, engaged, kissing, other weird stuff, and then married, you can do all the stuff except for the weird stuff, and there's different weird stuff, because I say weird stuff for engaged, and I allow it, and then I say weird stuff for, married, and I don't allow it, so obviously there's weird stuff in marriage that's beyond the line, and then there's weird stuff that's not marriage stuff, but is still weird, but is not beyond the line, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I don't know, you say you're not 12, I don't know how old you are, or at what station you are in life, which base you're on. It kind of sounds like you're asking what you can do with, like, just, like, I don't know, I'm guessing, in between mutual crush and dating stages. So yeah, you have side hugs, maybe full frontal hugs, holding hands, and then, like, sitting together, we'll say. Yeah. Oh, and I say kissing is over in engaged territory. What I really mean by that is, like, if you don't want to save your first kiss for marriage, you want to, I would advise that you save your first kiss for, the person that you absolutely know is the person you want to marry. Because, in my opinion, your first kiss is a romantic event that you're going to remember for the rest of your life, and there's just no point in having that with someone other than your, future spouse, you know? But I can't control what you can do, I can only tell you what to do and hope you obey. Anyways, continuing with this Messyges.
On a scale of Nicki Minaj to As Cities Burn, how wise of a decision do you think it is for me to not date until I'm in Bible college?
On a scale of Nicki Minaj to As Cities Burn, how wise of a decision do you think it is for you to not date until you're in Bible college? Well, it depends on if you're going to Bible college, and if you're going to Bible college, and why are you going to Bible college, and if you're going to college at all, why are you going to college? Like, the only reason I can think of for someone going to Bible college is if they're going to be a full-time minister or a missionary, like a Bible translator. And anyone going to college generally, if you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer, those are like the only excuses. Maybe engineers and I guess professors, but that would kind of fall under doctors, kind of. So, what was the question? Do you think it's a good decision to not date until you're in Bible college? I think it's a good decision to not date until you're looking for marriage. And I think it's a good decision to not move on with your adult life until you have the basics, i.e. marriage. Well, okay, let me qualify that. You don't want to get married while you're still living with your parents. So, as I make an exception for, women who want to be stay-at-home mothers, which should be all women. Basically. That's a bit of a, hyperbolic statement. But generally speaking, women should, should be dedicated to, rearing their children. And if that's the case, you should your full-time responsibility from the point that you're able to until you get married should be to be looking for that marriage. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring up the priorities, aren't I? Okay, so there are 7 different areas of our life that I believe we should prioritize, and they come in a order. God's first, marriage/children is second, friends or family, I guess, could be interchanged, and by family I mean extended family, not your immediate family. So immediate family would be 2, and then extended family would be 4, I think. Then work, hobbies, and politics. Now these priorities are the same for men and women, and they're in the same order for men and women, but they are pursued differently by men and women, in my opinion. Well, not in my opinion, just objectively. So whether you're going to be a minister or a housewife or or try and pursue a career, whatever you're going to do that, you're still going to have to pursue that within the confines of these priorities. You can be a careerist and still make God your top priority, followed by immediate family, friends, extended family, so on. It's a matter of treating those people in the first 4 priorities with deference and reverence over your work, even if you're working a lot of hours, if that makes sense. What was the question? On a scale of Nicki Minaj to As Cities Burn, I know Nicki Minaj is the bottom of the scale, and As Cities Burn is the top of the scale. Not my words, their words. I would put Nicki Minaj at the bottom. I've never listened to As Cities Burn, though. Is it a wise decision to not date until Bible college? You know, I can't answer that question for you. All I can do is provide all the information that I just did and let you figure it out for yourself.
Well, I guess I'm assuming because you are thinking about waiting until Bible college that you're looking for a good, godly man. And I would just say that maybe that person isn't going to be at Bible college, and it could very well be, but it could be somewhere else. It's not just that the person who goes to Bible college that makes them something more than the person that doesn't go to Bible college. You know what I'm saying? If you like girls who are nerdy, like Doctor Who, and like metal, I've got the perfect girl for you. Messyges at blimeycow.com. Well, I'm off to...
So yeah, I mean, I guess... Well, I think, generally speaking, if you are going into... If your mind is set on going to Bible college for whatever reason, I think most likely you're going to find someone there. Again, that's not to have a closed mind to people you meet prior to there. But I will say that if you're going to look to have a career as a woman, it would probably behoove you to find a husband in the same career so you can work together. Especially if you're going to do something like going into full-time ministry and or missions. Married ministry partners have always been a staple of the church and always will be, and will always be probably one of the most effective ways of going about that vocation. Anyways, I'll just let the rest of the video play out before I go down to the comment section.
Go do some more homework because I make videos when I'm procrastinating. That's an answer to your first question, Becca, and the answer is still no to your second question about if I can marry you. Don't be messy. And leave good messages.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and read some of the comments now. Alright, so I've gone ahead and picked out just a few comments, and I'm going to go ahead and read through them quickly here. About Shark says, the first girl was trying to make herself known to Jordan by saying that she likes everything he holds dear to his heart, asking me if he's normal, implying that he might not be normal, implying that we should just not be normal together because she loves him and hangs on to his every word. Classic move. Let's see. She said she liked Doctor Who. I'm pretty sure, like, I know there was one, Messyges, I believe, where somebody asked, if Jordan was a big Doctor Who fan because of the TARDIS beanie, and he had like no idea what it was. So I don't think he's a big Doctor Who fan. Also, this just like scares me about like talking to girls, because like, not even like talking to girls, but like girls talking to me, because it's like, oh, they ask you one question, now all of a sudden they're gonna fall in love with you. No, it's not realistic. What? Why did I even say that? Where'd that come from? Whatever. At Antonia Sheldrake says, I like the live reactions that you get from Jordan, and the reaction to the idea of Ring by Spring had me in bits. Yeah, no, it was funny just, both the girls off screen, like, explaining to him, and they're like, yeah, it's dumb. At Emily Rochelle says, 035 to 111, the progression of Jordan's facial expressions. I died. Also, MRS degree. Ha ha ha. How does he not know all this stuff? Is this like normal stuff to know? I mean, I'd heard, well, no, I heard of Ring by Spring from watching Blimey Cow. And I had not heard of MRS degree. Maybe it had gone over my head when I watched this before. I mean, I guess, like, Jordan's been to a Christian college and I haven't. But still, like, is that normal stuff to just know? At Muba Hake KC214 says, Piggy and Dino, it's like they have their own love story going on in the background in every episode for this season of Jordan's Messyges. Yeah, I look forward to Fridays to find out what happens next to them. Yeah, I was actually gonna comment on that in the video for the first time. And then I just ended up getting too invested with what I was talking about for the actual video portion, and ended up not doing it. Anyways, though, that is all the comments that I have picked out for today. And that's where I'm going to be ending this video. If you like this video, you can go watch the original and subscribe to Blimey Cow. Links for both of those will be in the description below. And that being said, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.